Hello everybody, welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. It's your ghostified gamer. And yeah, we're back in the DNA lab as promised. Oh boy, I really wanted to do a bot-based thing of this, but I'm really not ready for it yet. You know, it's a lot of work. I've been doing other things though, and I don't want to go too crazy, and then I forget what I did, and then I wish I could show everything, you know, on the episodes, but it's really tough to do that, and I don't want to stream this game because, or this mod, because it's just such a, there's so much. I'm sitting here staring at the screen half the time trying to figure something out. Anyway, well, oh yeah, let's get over here. Over here, brand new cotton gut thing. You know what? I don't know why I put 6 in. I only need 2. Don't ask me. But I got the level 2s in here. So we have 2 cotton guts. And I got 400 little cotton guts in there. And I got another set of cotton guts. So what I'm going to do, actually now that I think about it, I got to slim this down to 2. 2 to 1. And then that'll, I'm going to leave the dirt in here. I'm bringing hydrogen in for a change, yes. And I'll show you something on that too. The flowers, I think there's not enough. I have a theory on these flowers. Now, it's, I think this produces 1 flower. I think this produces 1 more seed than this outputs. And what happens, I was watching this thing run, and it looks like I was doing an aug build, and I'll show you that in a minute, for manure. This thing spins up so slow, and I had half of the augs were running because there wasn't enough flowers to make the food, you know? So it's really, I don't know what's going on with these, but what we need is a better recipe for the flowers, and that's hopefully after the pyscience 2, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm bringing wood in, and you know, it's funny because I need one thing of wood for these little guys to eat the seeds. Belts everywhere. Oh my god. Relatious mood drops. The cotton guts have to go in to make more pups. This thing spins up pretty good though. And you know, another thing too is we need the cotton gut level 2s. We don't have those available. So why 2? Now, I was going to do the solidified Sakuros, I think it's called. I might be mispronouncing it, but I was going to do that on site here. And then I'm like, oh no, I need that depolymerized stuff to make it. And, you know, I'm like, well, where am I going to put this thing, you know? And, you know, I was going to pop in over here. I actually started to, but the machines are so big. So here it is. There it is. Depolymerized organics. That's what it's called. And we have a new recipe. Remember last episode I said, oh, I have another hot air thing. And I'll show you why. Well, here's why. There's a new recipe to get the critical, subcritical water. And this is a real thing. I looked it up. And I can't remember exactly what it is, but occasionally I'll remember, you know what, let me look that up. And it is a real thing. Also, the albium, that cube, where from the blood, that is a real thing as well. Your liver produces the albium, and it's in for your blood vessel, your veins and stuff. Pretty crazy stuff. Well, my hot air, this is 300. You could tell the recipe by mousing over it and slicing it in half, because it always has 2 crafts in there usually. 300 hot air a craft on this. Holy crap. So what I did, I had 2 of these things. I couldn't support them even with this too. I have biomass coming in here. This is the other recipe that we had originally. And this one makes the subcritical water with biomass. And then we get the depolymerized, whatever the heck, yeah, depolymerized organics. Well, you also need liquid manure. And originally I was going to do this in another spot. Well, I decided, all right, well, I'll do it on site here. I'll make the manure, and I'll put it on the LTN network. I let this thing just run. And what is this? You know, it's just flowers and plastic. You know, all this stuff is, you know, we got, you know, huge ore patches, very rich. Plastic is renewable, basically. You know, we get it from our processes that are always running. So I don't worry about it too much. Well, this thing, okay, I couldn't get enough flour. Oh, I didn't do hydrogen here because I didn't feel like it. There's a lot of hydrogen that would get chewed up from this. Well, anyway, well, there's a hydrogen build I made, so I'll show you that in a second. Well, that hot air, I decided, well, let me do this. And, oh, I ran out of, uh-oh. I might have to, oh, that'll be fine. It'll balance out. Yeah, this is a direct copy of the other one. And look at where we are. Here's our phosphate stuff. What is this stuff called? Our phosphine gas and our phosphoric acid. Well, yeah, I put in a hot air thing. And this is where I was watching these flowers. And it was just trickling out of here. Now, once you get enough buffered here, then it's kind of, it'll work fine. But, oh my God, this thing takes a million years to spin up. And I just copied and pasted this thing over here. I didn't really care. I was like, I just want to get this done. But anyway, we're going to work on this solidified Saccharose eventually. I don't know if it's going to be in this episode. Don't quote me yet. I have still yet to plan for it. Now, over here, as you can see, here's the Zippers, Coralexes. And I have the, I totally forgot about it. We need an animal sample build, and we need the solidified Saccharose. And then we can do these 3 sciences, you know, well, the 2. We got to rebuild PyScience 1, which isn't, we got everything for it. I just got to put it in. And then the logistics science needs these 2, as well as the poor alien sample and the battery. You know, we have the battery build. That thing works pretty good, surprisingly. Now, the battery build, I'm considering rebuilding that now we've got cyanic acid and ammonia outposted. I could circle back over that to that and completely just do the lead, antimony lead and bars, or whatever the heck they're called, and boom, boom. It could be done in a lot simpler form. So I'll consider redoing the battery build, but not right now. Anyway, so yeah, these are queued up here now. And I wanted, you know, we got to build it here. I got PyScience 1 in the Logistics Science Pack here, and then PyScience 2 is going to go here, and we're going to bring the materials in and have it do its thing. When I ran the artificial blood, this is what happened. Now, I didn't realize, and it was in the back of my mind. I'm like, darn it, I knew I should have jumped on it. But I was, before we got to this point, I was like, I got all this blood and nothing to do with it. And I didn't realize how much blood we need for that process. We need 1,000 blood to make 100 artificial blood. And I was venting the stuff. So in a sense, these are all going to basically come out. Because I don't think I'll ever have blood sitting ever again in this area. In fact, the blood that I got to have a stockpile because of those little tanks fill up, then we got to have a dump area for it. So it'll be fine doing what we do here. I don't know if I mentioned, but I converted this whole thing to LTN now. You know, I'm only tying up 4 trains to pick up all the various body parts, and then we got the blood train, of course. I don't know if this is ever going to run, because guts are now, well, the guts are, I forgot about this too. I need guts, brains, bones, meat, skin, and lard for the animal sample. I was like, oops. And I was using all my guts for this. Now I moved this over here. I don't know if I mentioned that. I moved this over here. This is the hydrochloric from guts. And I don't remember, you know, I record in pieces, so I don't remember everything that I say. So I apologize. Yeah, here it is right here. I still have it here, but this is now a delivery tank, and you know, whatever. So it's just going to deliver 25,000, and that is set to 8 or 10. So this one won't. It's not requiring too much, and we just need it for our activated carbon over here anyway. So I converted this over, and I just chopped out that rail here. You know, just left it in there. Okay, now I cleaned this up here. If I can find it. Here it is. You'll be happy to see. I cleaned this up. You know, sometimes I'll put something in and I go, gosh darn it. I don't know why. I wasn't planning for 2, and then I'm like, oh god, these are slow, so I slapped another one in. Well, I got the return here. Here's the return, and it's going right in the case here. And this is the supply, and we have 40,000 hydrogen chloride, and I'm stockpiling the chlorine and the hydrogen, and I have a bleed off here. So I ended up just, you know what, I'm just going to tap off of here for the pump and just go right on in. It's going right on in there. And I want to pump, you got to have a pump here or else it'll equalize between the two. And I don't want equalization. I want that stuff in here and stockpiled. Because we need this hydrogen chloride really bad. You know, we need it to be available. So now I have hydrogen on the network. It's LTN as well as the chlorine. And it's all good. I added another machine here too, by the way, because this was really running slow. I had a train snarl up here, and it was bound to happen. I had a train coming out and a train going in, so I had to move this over here, and I got another one. This is why I don't. I haven't the sulfuric or sulfur here. I got to fix this one here. This took a while. I have rail all. I took, this is my measuring stick. I took this here. I gotta blueprint this over here before I build. I keep forgetting. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna put yards on this. And so I think what I'm gonna do, because I don't have these pieces here, I don't have one of these for a 4-lane in this package. I just got them off of Factorio prints. I looked at them and I go, okay, well, this will work for me. So Factorio prints for the win. I could use this, like, you know, on a 4-laner like that. But the bypass here, what I'm gonna have to do is I'll have to just do something like this right above, so it could. And I want the yard here. And I would like to have these dual yards be able to span it, but then trains are going to use this as a bypass. The other issue is that a train could go through here and loop and get stuck until that train deploys. It's stuck there, you know. That's why you don't want to use loops, but I had no choice here. So what I'm thinking is I may not be able, I can't do this bypass like I would like. I could use this and shorten it and then use these here, but it would have to be a wider open area, you know. I could shorten this to make it tighter, but I'm going to play with it, though. This looks off, doesn't it? Let's see here. Good, it's not. Okay. It's just my eyes. Yeah, so the option would be to join, to have a bypass here and have the yard here, because I don't know if I want to keep the yards in this same spot. Well, I like the way it is, because, you know, I could go yard, yard, yard. You want the trains to have options to, you know, and they're going to go wherever they're going to go, but, you know, whatever. So that's what I'm going to do there. I'm going to do this 4-lane to 2-lane T, and then 2 yards, boom, boom. And I might do, you know, maybe I'll do a bunch of yards all the way down. We're going to have a lot of stuff to build. That's basically what I'm getting ready for. Now, so I straightened all this rail, and I ripped up, I had a T here, or I had an intersection here. I ripped that up. It was joining here, and it was just, I'm like, why am I cutting myself off so quick? Heck with this crap. So I chopped that out of there. I was going to do that little pick-off thing. I decided against it for this thing. Now, check this out. Oh, I don't have a radar. You can barely see it. 5,000. That's it. I don't think there might be a little blood in here. I don't know. I don't know. I have to go over here. Yeah, so that took a while. Now, we're going to work on this stuff later. And the problem, well, we have to spin up the sponges. We have to get the sponges on the network. And I'm going to look into the sponges and see if they're used for other things. But we get free saline water. Well, kind of free saline water from these. We have to use Zogna bacteria to get the saline water. And here's the blood, the artificial blood. We need subcritical water for this. And now you know why. Well, no. Let me backtrack. Now I got that big subcritical water build. Well, you could see that it can be reproduced. I could do that, here. But yeah, you could see how much hot air or biomass we're going to need for that. So, it's going to be nuts. When we spin up the solidified Saccharose, it's going to require body parts, or the animal sample. It's going to require body parts. And that means that the render will run again. Right now, I haven't had there's no reason to run it. There's nothing running it, So, yeah, I need body parts, basically, because I'm going to run out of biomass and stuff. So this will be next, but I'm not putting this up yet. All right, now, what else did I do off screen? Oh, this thing. Now, that tailings is a real big problem. 45,000 tailings in here. I had an enormous amount of tailings, and these burners just can't keep up. In fact, I was thinking about putting more down, so I decided to put these solid separators in. They take tailings, and they reduce the tailings down to a little bit of chromite dust or whatever, and some coal dust. Well, the coal dust can be burned in these. And so I'm hoping I can manage this tailings dust until we can get to it. Because we need the empty combs, but we don't. We just need to make them, and that's it. We don't need more. We get the empties back, and we recycle them. But there is blue liqueur we can make with the tailings, but we need Vandabins and all this weird stuff. So fun times, but not ready for it yet. So I hope this thing can keep up. If anything, I'm gonna have to do. If anything, I'm just gonna have to remove all this crap. We didn't get any uranium from that. I'm surprised. Not one uranium piece. Oh, yeah. The next thing. Oh, boy. Where is that at? I did a hydrogen build. And oxygen build. There it is. I had a little bit of an issue. For some reason, it kept cycling. I had this pump here. And I've got a pump facing this way and a pump facing in towards this. Here's the loader. And then I have just this tank here. I should have put the hydrogen loader up here or separated it out. Well, yeah, I should actually move this up and put the hydrogen train loader off of this one, not this one. I was being cheeky. Well, yeah, it doesn't work too well because I had to have two pumps because it kept going and running and running and running. Well, yeah, this is just a stopgap measure. And in the future, most likely, I'll be rebuilding a lot of stuff because we're going to get new tech and we're going to get new machines, and it's just easier to switch over to do new builds than it is to try and work with the old ones, although I'll work with the old ones as much as I can to save time. But this is... when I build something from going forward, now that I figured out LTN, because I didn't have LTN figured out, and I wasn't going to use TSM for every little thing, that we pull. Otherwise, I'd have to a train going around dedicated to picking up extra hydrogen all over the place, and I wasn't going to do that. I'm like, screw it, I'm just going to vent it. Well, now that I have LTN figured out, what I can do is I can have these little pickups. You just have a little LTN stop, put extra, if it's hydrogen that we need and we're venting oxygen, we'll vent oxygen, until when the tank is full, then you vent. But we'll always have oxygen and hydrogen from these other processes, mainly like the flowers, those little rhalasias. We're going to have oxygen for days from those, right? So if we set up a little internal, one of these things, I don't mind using these in the build, but I want to capture that stuff, and I haven't been doing it. I haven't been diligent on it, and you know, it's 1 part laziness, 2 parts I didn't know LTN as well as I do now. But now that I know LTN, I want to capitalize on it now. But just so you know, it's always on my mind. You know, I don't want to waste. You know, because then I don't have to do this stuff like this. You know. All right. You know, one step at a time. You know, it's baby steps. I think that is about it. Yeah, this is a prime example right here. See how I'm taking the hydrogen, and I'm actually I'm not venting it. Well, I'm venting it only because, and look, it's actually taking the hydrogen. There's only 7,000 in there. I disconnected this pump from the Zogna right now. It's only 800, so I'm not too worried about it. This pump here is going to bring in our blood. And I'm going to set this up with, well, we can do 400. Yeah, it's fine. Well, maybe I'm going to do, oh, yeah. So we need 400 artificial blood to get 4 zippers. I'm going to try and get 4 zippers. So we can do 300. And then I'm going to call a train. I'm going to use LTN for this. And I'm going to do 400. Because that's all I want. Bam. Okay. And then what's kind of cool is you can click on the train stop, and it should pop a train. All right, here it is. Okay, 593. That's exactly. It works perfectly. I love it. Look at that. We have artificial blood in our train. I have a plan. I don't want to waste artificial blood because, you know. Now, I could go blow up that chest of bones that I have at the Ulrich's, you know, the bone marrow. But I don't want to do that. I want to see if I can get this, you know, get the blood back. But like I said, we're going to do the alien stuff and, you know, the alien sample or animal sample, whatever it's called. We're going to do that, and that's going to cause a whole bunch of animal stuff to go crazy. Okay, now, take that out real quick. Notice how it got sucked up right away, right? Now let's go over here. It's running! Cool. Alright. Now, this one, it already sucked all the blood in. There's only a little bit left in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin that way. 293 left. What I'm trying to do is save the blood and put it back in the case because I'm so afraid to lose it, you know? But this is enough for 3 crafts right now. We have 1 going and 2 in the queue. But, as you can see, we only have, you know, 293 left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this one more time the other way. And what'll happen is we'll have 200 in here again. And whatever's left over, I'm going to bring back to the blood bank over there. We'll call it the blood bank. Once this is done, we'll get working on the zippers. And like I said, I don't know how much time I'm going to have in this episode, but I wanted to get these spun up again because now I have the cotton guts, and we have everything here except the cotton guts. Or, I mean, we have everything here to do this. And we have everything here to do this one. Oh, I need blood. Oh, I might have to fake. I'll have to get a temporary train and bring blood over to this. I need blood for this, and I used it for the artificial blood. Okay, whatever. Live and learn, right? Like I said, I could blow up a chest of bones or the bone marrow, and I can get blood. It's not the preferred method, but hey, when push comes to shove, you got to do what you got to do. All right, I'll see you in a second. Delicious fish. Our zippers are going to have some fish for dinner here. I don't know what the stone wool is for. I think they live in there or something. But anyway. Oh, there we go. Oh, I only have one zipper for a module right now. Thank God I had enough to run this process. Now the breeding is pretty quick, so we should be fine. Oh, and I forgot. I got to set this up. I wasn't sure. I don't know where I want to put this, actually. I'm going to move this closer in here. I'll put it right like that. All right, now I'll set up a train somewhere here and put this on the LTN network here. I don't care where that goes. But for now, I'm going to have to stockpile this crap in here. You want to capture all the urea we can. Because, you know, if something were to go wrong, then we have it. Oh, now, this one here. I'm going to use this to spin up more zippers, but I'm going to pull a train over for a basic substrate, and everything else is here, water and all that crap. And then this is an 80% zipper return. So 3 eggs in, potentially. You got a pretty good, you know, it's a good chance we're going to zipper out. Hey, there we go. We got eggs. Yay! We have zipper babies. All right. Oh, and I need 8 of these things. So I'll finish building this out here. And then, oh, I forgot. I need, I need one more of these things. The phytoplankton. So yeah. Oh, and another thing too. I forgot. This is a big pain in the rear. All right. They have all kinds of different fish. What annoys the crap out of me is you type fish, and I was going here. It's for some reason under coal processing, there's raw fish, but you have to go under alien life and pick the MK01 fish, and that, you know, when you get them out of the lakes and stuff, it's raw fish. When you breed them, they're MK01s, you know, and you have to have raw fish in order to spin up that process, which is kind of funny. I don't know. I have to look at that again because I don't remember, you know, when we did the fish spin up, it's MK01 fish. I don't know. I think they're both modules, but maybe it changes. I don't know. Kind of weird. I'm only requesting. I don't know how many I need of these, but you know, we'll keep it going. And oh, another thing about this, I wanted to do both of these. What I'm doing is I'm side loading here so that this inserter doesn't work because I want the stone from here to get eaten first. And I'm like, oh, you know what? We're getting stone from this crap here. And this has to be consumed, or else, you know, or else I have to train it out of here. And I'd rather consume it with the stone wool here. So I prioritized it by doing this, you know, inserter stuff. And then I screwed up. I thought it was two jaw crushers. No, it's two screeners, then the crusher. So I had to do this little thing here. I'm like, well, it is what it is. Oh, well. You know, spaghetti. Yeah, I'm used to it. And, yeah, so I need to bring creosote in, which will help, you know, obviously, coke get generated because the creosote causes the tar to get consumed, all that, you know. All right, now, this one here. Why aren't you going? Oh, I see. I screwed up. I have to pull that one out. There we go. Oh. All right. Yeah, take that one. That's fine. Because I wanted to... I don't want to have... Oh. I can just do this, actually. I have to leave... Yeah, I forgot. I screwed up. I didn't need a filter inserter on there. I can't put a filter inserter here because... Or an inserter here because it'll go into this one. And I need a module for that. And then I can put it in, you know. No worries. All right, speaking of modules, let's get this going. I'm just going to temporarily pull this down here. This is this is temporary. And then fish. I would like to... I'm going to grab from here. And let's see if I can grab that one. There we go. I just want to spin up a few of these. And we need some fishies. I like the fact that these little guys eat fish. It's so cool. All right. And then we need pressurized water and water. What the heck, you needy little things. Okay. And then we'll pop that on there. I'll steal a module from here. And wastewater, I don't care about. From this thing, at least. Where is the pie hole? It's getting hard to find stuff. I have to... My inventory's shifting around so much, it's hard to find things. Alright, water is here. We'll pull that there. Bonk and bonk. Okay, there is that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll call... temporarily the substrate here. Substrate. And then I'll just slap it in there. One stack. Yeah, sure. And, oh, you know what? This thing right here. Son of a gun. Well, I'm going to need a lot of them, so we'll just do 300 then. 3 stacks. And then I'll call that in. Yeah. There we go. Cool. All right, as soon as that train comes, I'll spin this up, and then I'll cut this part out. Okay. That's 3, and we'll just grab these out of here. And then, oh! Get that out of there. Okay, good. I think I caught it. If I get 600, I'll just throw them back in the case. Okay, now we'll throw those in there. And I'm going to grab this module, put it in there. Oh, cool. Look at it. Oh, these are the... Whoa, look at the mouth on that thing. Oh, it's a male-female. Wow, they got the 3-tonged mouth. Oh, that's creepy. It's like aliens. And, oh, they got little... I think it's a little baby here. Oh, that's cool, man. I like it. Oh, yeah, these are babies. That's a baby, and that's a baby. Oh, there's one here, too. Right off the side, right up by this thing, the light. That is creepy how they open their mouth. Ugh. They're eating the fish. Okay, now this is going to take a while, and I don't know if we're going to get a zipper out of this or not. Oh, we got plenty of eggs now. Okay, good. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. This right here, I think, is the zippers. This little pool. They're hanging out, you know. And these are animals that eat the flowers, like the augs and, you know, vrauks and things. But you can't see who's in there. And then the bees, when we have to spin up the bees, that's here. So it's all kind of making sense now. Pretty cool stuff. So this is going to take a while because I only have the one module. Now, you know what? I wonder if I should take the module out and get the 4 out of here. Or the 3. Because it won't... I'll have to pull the inserter and all that. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Well, at least we got to see the machine. That's pretty cool. Oh, they're hanging out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess it's male, female, and they got three babies, maybe. Something like that. They're like little crabs with mouths. That's, you know, yeah, crabs, you know, they eat fish. All right. Well, let's see here. Put that in there. 10. Yeah, it's going to take a long time. All right, I'm going to cut this out. And then I think we get the gist of it. What I'm going to do off screen, and we'll work on something new. Whoop. I am going to mimic this design here. And in fact, it's almost exact. The only difference is that these are going to be zippers here. And we don't need the food and stuff, which is good. You know, we just feed them. Well, we got the stone wool and all that. And then this here will be the render, the body parts that come out of the render, and the arthropod blood. That'll be here now. That'll be awesome. And when the tank backs up, then this process stops. That's how we'll do it. You know, just let them run. I don't know what we get from those. Look at this, maybe. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. We get brains. Oh, we get guts, lard. Oh, we get all the good stuff. Yeah, we need this for our alien stuff. Or the, what do you call it? The animal sample thing. That's what we need this for. In fact, every single one of these is for animal sample. That's good news. Okay, cool. How we doing here? Yeah, it's going to take a while. All right, I'm going to shut up, and we'll get on our next project. These builds are nuts, man. All right, the episode's running long. And I need these zippers. I need this blood. I need this organic solvent done so we can get our rubber more robust and bouncy. So I went ahead and built the zipper build of all zipper builds here. This is going to be our render build. And let's go over it because, like I said, timing on the episode is getting out of control, as it usually does. I reworked this whole thing. It's a lot nicer now. It's easier when I'm not recording to do this stuff because I could just spend hours. This took hours. These things take freaking hours. And, oh my god. Okay, I haven't done anything off screen but this. I did some adjustments here and there on some things, but, you know, like combinators that I'm forgetting. You know, like the counter combinators that I put in, you know. These things, wherever they are. Yeah, I don't know. All right, this one here, we got a salt mine over here. And I had to go around it, so I curved the rail in. No big deal. I haven't even turned on... Oh, creosote's coming. Check it out. Oh, I'm going to have to set that to be a little higher, aren't I? Maybe 1,500. There we go. We'll get that going. Oh, all right. So tin is going up this way, doing its thing. Phytoplankton up here now. This water is supplying more than just for this. It's also the steam and the pressurized water for 3 and all these over here. Oh, God. Okay. Let's get the stone in here. I have... Oh, I'm prioritizing gravel. But I'm all... You know how... You know me. I'm all about the... I'm all about the redundancies. This here, we got the gravel creosote coke because I want to chew this gravel up. It's getting out of control. I really, aside from the filtration media, there's nothing eating gravel. So, you know. Hey, stone. Then we have the stone coke steam version of this. Pressurized water, like I said. All the pipes going all over the place. Let's talk about this one here. I have the fish and the substrate. That's going to our Zipir breeding. Or our render. Yeah, this is the breeding. Or this is the breeding. This is the maturing. Yeah, we got the eggs to that. Okay. Let's get this started while I'm going through the rest of this. And it worked out pretty well. I had to come all the way over here because these machines are so big, you know. That's one of the things about pYanodons. I kind of appreciate the machines and because you get more detail. You could do more detail work. But man, there's so much buffering for these belts to go around them and, you know, up all the way and all the way down. But that's okay. That's why they recommend having rich resources because of this reason here. I mean, literally you chew up an iron patch just buffering a belt in this mod. Okay, now we've got the breeding. And this thing will take, as you can see, it's going to take twice the amount it needs for one craft. So while one is going, it has 2 more crafts in the queue. So it's 3 times, really. I have zippers here, all ready to go. I'm still putting modules in. And there's our first eggs from this build. There we go. Okay. I did a side load here, and I got the eggs and the fish on one belt, and then side loading, the stone wool, and then I have, fish and stone wool here, and then side loading the substrate and the eggs here. There we go. I cut this belt because I want to collect the zippers before I render them. And then what will happen is I'll get all the modules in and all the things and get everything squared away. And then I can start to render for the Arthropod Blood. Yeah, these will run pretty quick. I don't have anything in here yet. These 2 are the only ones I can run at this point. Now let's go over here while that spins up, and we'll get some. Well, now I'm going to be able to ramp up quicker. So I got this guy running here. 6 modules. Now I'm prepared and ready. Now this is an ingredient for PyScience 2. Remember this. So we're that much closer to PyScience 2 now. The bees are going to be save the worst for last, right? But yeah, we'll have to do the bees. Here's the urea coming in, and then I got the zipper eggs there. I didn't do anything here. Everything is the same. All right. So that's done. Oh, and I am sharing the evaporators for the urea to save on machinery and stops and all that crap. Now I gotta walk all the way around here because I don't want the modules to go in yet. I want to fire up this one here. Boop. And that should keep it going. Now, why aren't you running? Can't get the eggs fast enough. Okay. Alright, that should be working. Ooh, wow. Our substrate ran out. Oh, that would make sense, because I just ran it. Yeah. It's buffering the belt. Because these aren't that fast. And... yeah, these are slow as all get out. Man, I'll tell you. Do we have zippers? Hey, we do. Look at that. Finally. So now I can scoop them up. And I want to see... oh, well, it took them. Whoops. You idiots! Now you're doing a good job there. As long as these are running... yeah, this will run fine. I think I've got this. Now, all right, next episode, I wanted to... I don't know if I want to work on the Arthropod Blood first, because what's pressing me right now is... if I can find it here. What's pressing right now is I don't have blood. And this right here might... I need to take the blood from what I have, the little stockpile that I do have, because I have a few spots with blood, and I can always, you know, blow up the chest of bones and get more blood. But I want to I don't want to do that. I want to try and recover. So what I'm thinking is getting this up and running. That way it'll start to consume some animals, the animal parts, and then I'll get blood back, you know, because this doesn't require as much blood as we produce. So we'll stockpile the blood, and then I'll have more artificial blood. Yeah, because yeah, I want this has to run in order for me to get consumption on the body parts in order to get blood. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the zipper build. You know, we got it all done. Nothing in these animal builds are pretty tough. They're pretty tough because they're so big and there's so much going on. And you know, that the artificial blood build was a real brain teaser. Whoa, future editing ghost here. I was going through my edits here, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to start up the rendering of the zippers to get our Arthropod Blood. And let's do that. Oh my gosh. I wanted to get that caught on screen, and I want to be able to run this thing. So in between, like, I cut that part, and then I'm chopping it up, and, you know, sometimes I say things that aren't relevant. I cut it out, right? You know, it's just how it is with recording. And Hellmod's I want to swear at Hellmod. I really do. What the hell's going on here? The eggs. I'm having problems here. I don't know what's going on. Well, first off, I'm playing around with this build over here. Look at all the phytoplankton I had to add. Literally, I think I had this many. I had 7, remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've had to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. I don't know what's going on with Hellmod and why it can't resolve the phytoplankton. It's really irritating. But you can see the eggs are all built up there. And there we go. Look at all these body parts, man. I wish this was real blood, because I need the blood. Anyway, well, there we go. These things are slow as I'll get out. Everything is slow. Well, we're on level 1 machines, so the yellow indicates that. You know, then we get the red and the... I think it's blue, then purple or whatever. Level 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tiers. 1 tier too many. Don't you know it's always 3s? Anyway. Well, we got it. Arthropod Blood. Oh, the pipe fills up. No, it didn't fill up. Why is it only 390? Where's this kicking out? Oh, 65. Okay, yeah, there's an increment of 5 in there. That makes it go up by 10 each time. So 390, then it's 120 plus 5, and then... or is it, it's 65. So 130 each time these two run. All right, yeah, I'm really irritated because I actually had to add another jaw crusher here, too. But yeah, Helmut is not... It's being an idiot when it's resolving this stuff, and I don't know why. But I'm hoping that I have... Like, I think the phytoplankton's good now. I was watching it. Yeah, see, now the eggs are having issues. I think it underestimated this, so I might have to add another breeder in. But the way I want enough arthropod blood to make the organic solvent, and I want to be able to use the organic solvent for niobium and for the rubber. And so I'm already thinking, you know, I have to do another one of these builds. So once I get this kind of... I observe and I note where things are going wrong, you know. But anyway, so I wanted to showcase this turning on. And yeah, like next episode, I was saying, you know, I want to work on the animal sample so I can get the artificial blood built up a little more, because I need to render the augs in order to do that, because the augs are the bones. Yeah, we're getting bones from the augs. There we go. All right. Again, all right. I don't know if I said it. I think I might have chopped it up, but thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the new alien we spun up. That's all we did this episode, but that's okay. Yeah, next episode we'll work on hopefully the animal sample. All right. Peace out.